it's Garden of Terror. Good old Garden of Terror, GOT, Game of Thrones. And speaking of Game of Thrones, we have our first picks, first bans. Doesn't at all work together, but it's okay. First ban, going to go down there on Uther from Crimson Mist. Hold the Fort is going to ban out Vala. Then Crimson Mist going to first pick Jaina. So there's Game of Thrones right there. Bam, frozen.
I'm still catching up there. Uther, Vala, Jaina. All right. Past that.
Tyrael, Kael'thas.
I'm here to help.
I almost said Karathos.
And to continue on with our trend of funny picks today, Arthas Brightwing.
Arthas Brightwing.
Arthas Brightwing.
Arthas Brightwing.
So, is out. And Nazebo is out because damn that witch doctor.
So Nazebo going out, you know, he's actually seen a lot of play recently, not only here, but also in the EU. And Hold the Fort gonna steal Gazlo.
I mean, clearly it didn't work last game, so we must steal it away this game.
Anyone order a one-man wrecking crew?
I guess on Garden of Terror, I mean, I'm gonna try and logic this one out.
Okay, you have fun with that.
Garden of Terror, you go something like Superiority, maybe at level 4, and your turrets plus you against those Garden Terrors allows you to seed or get those seeds solo. So that makes it a little bit easier for you to actually just harvest those seeds as long as your enemy lets you do that unimpeded.
Unimpeded.
So Crimson Mist now up for their 4th and 5th picks. They've got their Brightwing Arthas. They go for Tychus, who is a pretty decent pickup, and Zagara. Okay, so we've got an actually roundabout pretty good team, mix of specialist and ranged assassins. They've got a Jaina. Jaina, of course, very, very strong. Hold the Fort. They've got their Kael'thas. They've got Malfurion. So they have their range. They have their healer. They have their warrior. They could go for a double warrior, though. I wouldn't be upset about that.
Come on, Murky. Complete the circle. Murky. Last pick, Murky. Chant it with us, chat. Murky. 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 Taking their time. They don't know where the button is.
Oh, they miss-hit, and they hit Falstad.
Well, we saw a lot of misclicking last round, so not too much of a surprise. They almost hit Murky, but hit Falstad instead. Falstad instead. Yeah.
The Falstad is a pretty good pickup as well, though. You know, it just goes back to just having a lot of range. The only issue that I have here is that Tyrael is a heavy engage warrior, and Gazlo is not. And Arthas is a super non-engaged, like hard engage, go after your enemy warrior. He's against the Gazlo. So a lot of these teams have like just kind of a mix of back and forth, it seems, of jump after the enemy, but don't actually jump after the enemy. So it might be just a lot of stalemating again during these fights, in which case Kael'thas wins. But if they go with the judgment on that Tyrael, Gazlo won't be able to keep up.
All pop culture references aside, this is going to be one hell of a match.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, so the return again of Tychus. We didn't see him at all last round. In fact, we've had so many picks, so very different than last game. We have the mages, Sylvanas was a ban, Zagara, Tychus. Somehow we picked Brightwing over everything else. As I said, I love round of 128 games, man. Like, these are the best.
That's where we get to warm up and really just kind of start setting up how we want to be as casters. And just have fun.
Now, the unfortunately, like, the fun train here is going to come to an end because at the end of this best of 3, whoever moves on faces against Stellar Lotus.
That they do. That they do.
Yeah, that they do.
So Stellar Lotus is going to have a pretty even match. Oh, shots fired. No, but they are probably.
What have I warned you about? Not about inviting the salt mines of Jesse Cox and his army upon yourself.
It's happened. It'll always happen. It's just fun. Fun with good games.
Man, fun and good games.
Hey, wait a minute. You were the one who retweeted him back or tweeted back at him just congratulations on your DQ win when he said we won one.
Well, yeah, because that's a fact.
Yeah, but it's you know, it was brought up abrasively.
Wasn't?
Yeah, it was.
He said, "Yeah, guys, we won one." I said, "Congratulations on the DQ." That's not abrasive. That's just a fact.
It's, you know, abrasive fact.
Somebody said your Majora's Mask tattoo looks a little bit like an owl.
You
You hear that a lot?
Does it look like an owl?
Kind of, like you got little horns and those big eyes, like whoo, whoo, whoo.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, that's a black screen. All right. We're just waiting for these guys to actually hit the button at this point. Coming into this, again, like Tyrael, Arthas, there's no even mention of Mirrodin here. There's no ETC. Chen, we've seen Chen now before, yesterday. These are the first games of Gazlowe that we've actually got to cast. And now we're about to see how well he's going to fare in the Garden of Terror.
2 games of Gazlowe in a row here, Jester. And it's not just one cheeky team going for it twice. 2 different teams on either side have gone for Gazlowe. Now, if this was like a Tempo Storm or somebody and they stomped their opponents in game number 1 and then they picked up Gazlowe, that makes sense. That's just them just being like, haha, we can do whatever we want. We're professionals in the least professional way, apparently. But here we have, I think, pretty 2 even teams. Though, I mean, last game it was a little bit one-sided on Hold.
It was great until the other team lost, yeah.
But I don't know how to handle this.
It's an enigma wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a vest. It looks good. It looks good, but nobody can really understand what's going on.
In a vest?
In a vest. Someone does not watch old Simpsons back before it wasn't terrible.
I don't know, man. I'm invested.
And on that note, on the left-hand side, once more, we're going to have the Crimson Raptor Monkey Plague with Tribes of 77 making up the team of Crimson Mist, as they're going to be looking to tie up this series for a game number 3.
And over here on the right-hand side, it's Hold the Fort yet again. We've got Darbinson, Sorello, Walker 91, we've got Lord Veos, and Bandit. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blizzcon Open.
Quiet on the set, they are entering their lanes.
Shh, hold your applause, hold your applause. It's a very difficult putt.
Lord Veos looking for his first placement. He needs to choose which turret to put down.
The turret placement here is incredibly key. It's a very, very long distance ahead of him that he needs to go. So putting down the turret in just the right spot with enough spin is going to be really telltale of how he's going to be able to take this approach.
At the same time, Malfurion looking to plant the roots for a treant into the top lane.
The tree hazard is a bit of an issue, of course, for the newer players. However, later on, it can become actually a little bit easier to work around it.
Arthas,
all right.
the bottom.
No, we're done. We're done golf commentary. I'm falling asleep already. Just thinking about golf to even make that relevant.
Yay, golf! All right, what do we got on the board for the sounds? Regen Master, Hyper Shift, Reconstitution, Dash, and Lingering Chill.
Dash?
Sorry, I had to make sure I read that right. Yeah. Plague getting collapsed upon. Gonna have to take a gulp of that holy water.
Yeah, and so picking that up, he's going to be able to push back out into the lane. But as that happens, the night phase has occurred. You don't really see that too many times in golf. I don't think you actually play golf in the night.
You never played glow-in-the-dark golf?
Is that a thing?
Oh, mini putt.
That doesn't count.
Hey, it's still golf. I'm hitting a ball into a hole. Golf.
I guess. I mean, it does have golf in the name. It looks like there's going to be a rotation by Crimson to go after the bottom terror, while the top terror is going to get taken here by Hold the Fort. And it's going to be a nice, just even trade so far. I think both these teams are probably going to hit 90 seeds each.
Don't we actually have a little bit of an advantage going the way of Hold the Fort?
Do we?
I feel like they have a little bit of a seed advantage.
Ooh, by one. 1 seed.
2.
It's
and it was actually for Crimson. Wow. I thought we got the better of the seeds for the smaller camps there from Hold the Fort.
I guess
But-
not.
No, all right. So very unclashing kind of early game style. 90 seeds each. That's not going to be a terror yet. Oh,
Wow.
What's that die to Mercs?
Hold on. Yes, he did. He died to Mercs.
Bandit's about to die to Mercs. All right, dying to Mercs and not soaking lanes is not going to be doing hold the fort any favors whatsoever. Plague is pushing like a boss into the bottom. Tumor clutch, no mana cost on those tumors. Level 7, we're probably going to see double their hit points and length.
Yeah, so going for a very, very creepy build here. Going to be able to just completely see everything. If, Plague starts moving and plaguing the entire map with his creep, he can actually be able to just see where the enemy is pretty much at all times. We've seen games yesterday where creep basically was just all over the enemy side. But right now, Crimson playing this game a little bit better than last game. 6-5 right now in the levels, and they're 1 kill above their enemy.
They have a kill because the Mercs killed Falstaff.
That's true. You know what? I just forgot the fact
There
that
you go.
actually counted
Now
for
they
that.
have
There
an
we
actual
go.
kill. Nice gank into the top with Crimson and Monkey making it happen. So we looked at some of the talents there from Crimson, but on Hold the Fort, it is going to be Scrap-O-Matic Smelter, so the mana restoration this round, and enemy minions do actually drop that the scrap. That's the word I'm looking for. Jeez, just not a word we use ever. At the same time, Malfurion, Harmony and Rampant Growth. He is going all the heals.
Yeah, I'm really, really curious to see how this is all going to completely fill out. Now, I believe they've changed around a couple of his other talents, so I don't think that Enduring Growth is on level 7 anymore. I normally just pick up Cleanse, so I haven't actually looked at it in quite a bit.
I think Enduring is actually still on level 7, but we'll actually have to see here in a few moments. Crimson and the laser touches the butt. It's going to be all right, though.
Oh, dear. Somebody's got to call HR about that one, but they're getting a pretty good push going on here in the mid. They've got these turrets really helping out.
Wait, I heard sparks flew between the two of them.
I'm going to scrap that joke.
All right, fair.
Let's go.
It is actually going to be the level 7 Endless Creep coming out. So 100% hit points, 50% farther. The creep spread is where?
Oh, it is. Yeah, Enduring is still at level 7.
But
My apologies. And Life Speed is
where's
at
the
13.
creep spread? There's no creep spread.
I don't know.
So we're going to be keeping an eye on Plague there because we want that creep spread. It is, yeah, still Enduring at level 7. We went from pure shields now to pure rampant regrowth.
Yeah.
It's regrowth. Yeah.
It's a lot of talents in regrowth. And then if he picks up Life Seed at level 13, that's just going to be non-stop healing for his team. We're going to see some ridiculous heal numbers out of him as long as they actually start taking some damage. Because right now, they actually really aren't taking too much damage from the enemy team.
All right, Rapid Fire coming out from Tychus. He is going to have an attack speed, I think, of 5.7. He's, when he's usually at full stacks, he's at 4.0. I think the extra 2 stacks puts him about 5.77. I'm trying to remember my math from Heroes Fire. But it's quite actually a ridiculous talent if you're going to be auto-attacking. But at levels 4, he took Spray and Pray, which will not get affected by those stacks.
Right, so it's actually a really curious build that I've actually gone for a couple of times, but normally I pick up that Vampiric Growth, or Vampiric Attack at level 4. Vampiric Growth, wow, that's a weird one. Vampiric Attack at level 4, and you put that together with the auto attack, and you actually are able to just stay alive by standing still for a really long time. Pick up Giant Killer at level 13. It's actually a pretty fun build, but of course I don't really recommend it for Hero League.
Well, that was a big root in the bottom.
Picking up that Rapid Fire, it's a very interesting pickup. Normally we see that First Aid to really keep Tychus alive for a little bit longer.
All right, Lord Veos is going to be the first one into that plant suit, and he's going to be going up top. It looks like it is going to be uncontested thus far, but at the same time, Tribe 77, the healer? Is that the Brightwing?
The Brightwing?
Tribes is the Brightwing, isn't he?
Yes.
They put the healer in the Dragon. And he's going to be pushing out with Plague.
It's Lord Veos. Oh, wow. Blue team, sorry. Yeah, they did put the healer in there. That's curious. I was looking at the red team and I was like...
Big fight top. Big root top there as well. 2 quick kills going the way of Crimson. That laser is starting to get some big value. Monkey with the jukes, but into the fire. Not quite enough to survive through that Kael'thas, but Lord Veos is going to drop at 30 seconds left on that Terror. Out goes that Kazla, who still hasn't skilled an ultimate. So he is going to be on the retreat. This bottom lane actually got cleaned up, and now Tribes into the top, or well, into the mid. He's actually getting some ridiculous work done.
You know, if you put your healer into the terror, it means that you have nothing but assassins and damage left for the rest of everything else. So that's why he's able to do so much damage, I would assume.
Makes sense.
And it's actually pretty cool to actually put the healer in there because then he can immediately pop out and grab that blink heal and be able to just escape pretty quickly, I guess, with that Brightwing.
Crimson, please!
Crimson and Bandit are walking next to each other.
And here comes Try for the slap. The Maw, it's going to go down. Oh, they lost out the slap ability, but is that actually going to be the blink kill? It is. It's not going to be that Emerald. Still, it's going to be a quick two-man collapse. Sorello is going to be okay. Why do Gazlos not throw bombs under their Gravo bombs?
I don't really understand that. This is the second time we've seen that now, where there's a Gravo bomb, but no follow-up TNT. If you're a viewer and you haven't done this before, what you do is you throw out your extra TNT. As soon as the radius shows up for your extra TNT is when you throw down the Gravel Bomb, so that when the Gravel Bomb procs, your TNT pops at the same time. And that actually will pull everybody in and stun them. So as soon as the rocket lands on the ground is when you throw out your Gravel Bomb, and you can tie that up really nicely.
There's even a reciprocate talent here for the Tiro as well, at level 7. So if you don't know about this, when your shield expires, it explodes for damage. So he can actually just go in there. He's kind of like a mini Johanna in that regard. You know, he'll just go in and just kind of explode on everyone. He just doesn't bring them all in.
Yeah, so it's a little bit more of an aggressive talent. Again, I don't really know if that works out so well with the Gazelle. There's a Hinterlands Blast.
Oh, the Syndragos is so good.
And the flanking Crimson with the Syndragos. They're going to pick up a double kill very, very quickly. It looks like they're going to go on Darbinson now. That's going to be 4 people down. Sorello going to fall as well.
You know, we said that the Monkey Raptor Crimson Plague, the Crimson Monkey Raptor Plague got sterilized, but I think it's actually making a return. It is here in full force, and it is sick.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen that from
Look at this 3-level lead. 11 kills to 1. That was a 5-man wipe. We've taken out bottom. We got Mercs pushing in up against that gate. It is gone. The keep gate is just not there anymore. Mid fort, now gone. Crimson still pushing in. Top, Raptor looking. That gate is gone. And we have so many seeds up and ready for grabs. Crimson is just absolutely coming out of their shell here.
Yeah, game number 1, they didn't really do so well, but game number 2, they're definitely playing a lot better. There's only one more structure on the outer reach, so that means that the red team really has to hold the fort. And if they don't, they're going to start losing some keeps.
Gotta hold their ground for sure. My goodness, like 15 to 12, we're into basically the super sweet spot territory. If this becomes 16 to 12, it's a 2-talent tier advantage going from Crimson. That is a heck of a lot of power to bring to bear, and I'm a little surprised that they're not trying to contest this bottom tier with it.
Yeah, so bottom terror is going to go pretty easily over here to... Ooh, wow, is that a voice crack? Pretty easily over here to the red team. Blue team doesn't look like they really want to, you know, Crimson, I don't think they really want to go in and engage at the, oh, actually, it looks like they're going to do that.
They're going to be way too late to it. That's not a Hinterlands, that's not a Mighty Gust. It is a Hinterlands Blast, but the Syndragosa, that was a ridiculously good curse of the plant zombies. And that's going to be a quick 2 deaths.
That was an amazing curse. That hit everybody. Allowed them to pick up 3 kills, and now they're able to easily pressure in onto this keep.
16 to 12, my friend. As I said, they got to use that those advantages. Baneling Massacre is coming out from our Zagara. Go, my pretties.
Huh.
Yep, and would you believe Lock and Load coming up there as well.
Huh.
Bouncy Dust, Pixie Dust, Manic Pixie. Do actually have the face shields coming out at level 7. I mean, the Brightwing build is basically everything that you would expect, minus the Greater Polymorph, I think.
Well, the Banelings just took out the Malfurion.
8 Banelings greater than Malfurion.
8 Banelings greater than Malfurion. And generally, 8 Banelings also greater than my initial Marine pushes spec when I used to play StarCraft. Rest in peace, Marines. Rest in peace, Marines.
We have 9 seconds left on this tear. Where did Walker 91 go? The Falstead is pushing mid. They're going to lose 2 forts, or 2 keeps, possibly even get some core damage going on, and all he's going to get for his trouble is a fort so far.
Yeah, this is actually a very common misjudgment that I see quite a bit, is where they're saying, we're super far down, we have to get a fort in order to stay alive. And the issue with that is that if you're going to lose keeps to try and get forts to even up the levels, it's definitely not in your advantage at all. Looks like Walker 91 will be able to pick up this fort here in the top lane.
Angelic Absorption on Tyrael. I mean, Giant Killer on the Falstad. These are some really funky picks.
At least we have a flamethrower and not a chain bomb.
Not entirely too sure that was worth the mob, but Falstad is done. One bird on bird action there. The Phoenix just kind of roasting the ashes at this point. Do we have more seeds? We do have more seeds.
So more seeds coming out there. It looks like only the red team. No, actually, neither of these teams can get a terror out of this night phase. So
Pretty close.
yeah,
Like
hold the fort
90 something.
and Crimson Mist. Neither of them can really get a terror.
91.
91.
All right. Yep. All right. Oh, it's just a little bit too late in order to contest those bruisers. This is gonna be a Syndragosa. It is. Look at Lord Veos. He just can't move out of this one. Between Crimson and the Dragon, it's just gonna be way too much laser. The Water Elemental is now gonna be out here as well. Darban-san is going to be dropping. Well, you'd expect him to be dropping. Crimson won't let him get away. And that was the Hinterlands. That's the Phoenix. That was everything in the bag.
Yeah, and that was, I think, the first Grabo Bomb paired up with an extra TNT that I've seen, or a TNT that I've seen.
Hey, finally listen to us, sir. Maybe.
So if you guys are listening in, thank you.
I love you. Northern Exposure. Northern Exposure for the vulnerabilities for Jaina. Could be actually explaining why we hit a little bit harder than we did just a few moments ago. But remember, it's also still a 3-level lead coming up. Paul Walker. Oh, I don't know why I keep saying that. Walker 91.
Gotta stop saying that.
Walker 91. Just going for a walkabout.
Because you know it's going to be a game 3 against these two, as we're seeing right now.
At this point, it is poised for a game 3, yeah.
Wow, that Tyrell's got 30 stacks of regen master at this point. I gotta say, that's really impressive.
45 bonus health regen. He also has the reciprocate for damage and angelic absorption for extra health regen whenever he's shielded.
Not only that, but he's also got amplified healing, so he is healing himself a ridiculous amount. Oh, that's an insane amount of healing. In fact, actually, I played a Johanna game today where I went regen master and laws of hope. I think I had 90-some HP a second by the end of the game.
I don't really know how to read in terms of, like, the healing. It's 13,000 to 18,000 in almost 15 and a half minutes. I'm looking at the damage numbers. Yeah, the roll for healing is ridiculously low. We have 14,000 hero damage from Gazlo leading the pack here from Hold the Fort. Did I lose again?
I'm just trying to calculate in my brain how that's mathematically possible.
20,000 damage and counting for Jaina. She's edging out.
Did pick up Life Seed.
She's edging out this Gazlo by a bit.
Brightwing is out healing a Malfurion.
Yep. Yeah, Shrink Ray and Tenacious Roots. Oh, we hit 16. Happy day. Look at that turret storage, long range turrets.
Yes.
This is quite the party bush from Crimson, but it's just not going to find a victim.
Yeah, there's no reason for Hold the Fort to push out that far.
Salvation, too, on Tyrael. 25% shield strength for everyone that he shields.
Curiosity.
Heals and shields build.
No imposing will at level 13 either on the Tyrael.
Yeah.
That's what I normally go for.
All right.
But overdrive on the that sounds a little bit better. But there's a Syndragosa and a Maw.
God, what a sick Maw.
Does it actually lead into a whole bunch? There's a really nice judgment on Tribes, but oh me, oh my. 4 people gonna fall here. Monkey gonna fall to Tyrael's trait. Lord Vios trying to hold off the top lane with a single laser.
What do you call 4 ahead in golf? I know it's birdie, ace. Is it ace for 3 ahead? Birdie's 2 ahead.
Eagle.
Is it eagle? All right.
Eagle. I don't think there's an ace. I think it's eagle.
Is there no ace? Okay. Birdie, eagle. What's 1 ahead?
That's birdie.
Oh, so eagle's 2 ahead. What's doesn't matter. I was gonna make a joke, but
Albatross?
time has passed. What the heck did Jaina go? Arcane Power. I did not know that that was the icon to Arcane Power.
Car, birdie, eagle, albatross. Yes, I'm looking this up right now. Yeah, it's albatross. That's a cool one. I've never heard that before.
Can you imagine just going to a show and
Bios is going to go for the albatross.
right? Everyone, like, on average, is going to be like, what? On average. So either way, Arcane Power, Focusing Diodes, Tyrant Maw, yep, Hardened Shield, and Undecided for our Brightwing. Come on, double Wormhole. Or Wormhole Expanse. I don't actually remember the talent. The one that gives you free charges of Blink Heal.
Is that Ysira's Blessing?
No. Ysira's...
Oh, that's right. They got
no, free charges, not three.
Free charges.
Free. Free as a bird. Not three as in how many kills.
Like an albatross? There's the Sindragosa hitting the Terror. And not actually hitting the rest of the team, but they will pick up a Malfurion for their troubles.
Wish you had Ice Block now, don't you? Come on, Brightwing, tell me, what is it going to be? I have to know.
She's in the Terror.
Oh God, she is. Yes, you're right. Oh man. All right. Why are we not pushing in with the 18-minute Terror?
Don't even worry about it. Just let it happen.
There's 3 catapults on the core right now.
There are 4 creep tumors out in the entire map.
1, 2. Where's the other 2? 3, 4? Yeah, I found them all.
It's like a game of I Spy.
It kind of is. It's purple on purple. Like, what do you want from me? All right, so they do get that mid keep. Tribes now pushing into the top. Unrelentless. No, unrelenting. That's what they want to say. It is just still an undecided level 20.
I want to know what it is.
Oh, so lame.
Not going for the Critterize.
Not what I wanted to see. It's okay. So 21 at 18 minutes, we had a full plant tear with a 5v4 defense advantage for Crimson, and all they got was a keep.
And they got like 3 kills right before it too.
No, they only killed Malfurion.
Oh,
that's why it was 5v4. So this is going to be giving another chance here to hold the fort to kind of defend and turn this around. I mean, as soon as they can get level 20, they can actually fight on the even talent tiers, and defense is a good way to go here for Lord Veos. I mean, that...
Tribes always in the Garden Terror. I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is just bothering me.
Well, every time we've been pushing it with lanes, Lord Veos has been there. And remember, at level 7, Rocket Turret XL, he hits 3 targets with those turrets every single time that he puts it down. He's been defending like a boss. Big props to him.
Like a boss of Gadget's hand.
He is like a boss of Gadget's hand.
In fact, he is the boss of Gadget's hand. He's done really well for himself.
He has. Come a long way since Thrall defeated him.
Thrall defeated Gazlo?
Somebody didn't play World of Warcraft.
I did. I just never paid attention to the plot. All I know is kill the guys that were trying to kill me.
The Goblin quest, like as you're leveling up your first Goblin, like at the level 16 to get out of the island, is you team up with Thrall, who defeats.
Oh, I didn't play like Goblin.
No, he didn't go for Gazlo. I don't remember. Either way, there's a Grava Bomb on the board.
There is a Grava Bomb. No TNT to follow it up. There is going to be a huge Maw. With that Devouring Maw. Darvinson now popping down that Tranquility. There's going to be a little bit of a fight back and forth. The Terror now finally going to go straight for the core, but it's actually only just tickling it.
Oh my God, could this be a throw?
Oh,
could this be a throw? If they can't even get through these shields and Tribes is going to get forced off of it, that's going to be a 3-man wipe. This could be the time. Level 20 is here as well. Gravel Bomb is now a miniature black hole. Storm Shield, Bolt, Call with a Wild Hammer, and Hardened Shield as they chase off Tribes of that guaranteed win.
It might be. I mean, they've got a good amount of time. They could go for a keep, but you know what? They're probably going to go for just Terras.
They need... there's so many seats on the board. They got map positioning here. The core is still... Well, it's not actually 100%. The catapults have been doing a good work on it.
Yeah, it's starting to chip away at those shields again. Oh, look at it. It's already down to 60.
Lord Veos to the rescue. Look at those turrets.
And the TNT as well. Explodium charge, as everybody keeps correcting me.
Targets. That's going to be a 22-minute terror. They can easily just go right through to the opponent's base at this point. Will Crimson go for the YOLO rush?
I don't
In
really
fact,
see an issue with that.
Crimson could actually still get another terror.
They can get
They can. If they get this bottom Shambler, they can actually power another tower.
Honestly, just go for it. Why not? I mean, like, the enemy team has to go through a fort and a keep. So as long as they don't defend, at this point, I don't really understand what their decision would normally be. Like, if it was like...
So the whole thing about the WoW lore baited out Jesse Cox, which was the whole plan to begin with. It has finally worked.
We have upset everybody in chat.
Hold the fort has actually a really good chance here to win.
They do. They do. They've held pretty well, but there are a set of bruises going on down in the bot. There's catapults pushing all the time.
All right,
they
load
just need
through.
I mean, if Crimson can hold off this terror, it's going through a keep, and they've got all 5 people here. There's a water elemental to go pretty early. Hinterland's Blast doing a good amount of damage on Plague, but that's about it. A huge Cindergosa does go down here. Raptor popping up into the back line. He doesn't even care that he's Tychus. He's just going to go straight for Mr. Darvinson. And I don't know if that's going to work out. But meanwhile, Sorello going to turn around and go straight in on the Jaina Crimson. Now trying to give a little bit of an area. Oh, there is a TNT with the Scavo Bomb! And this is actually the hugest throw. But the catapults on the other side of the map, 44%.
Yep. Falstad's going home. He's going to be able to defend. Bandit's going home there as well. 3 team members dead for Crimson. This core is not going to drop. Oh my god, are they going to actually waste out this Terror? No, it's not going to happen. Tribe 77 climbs right on into that pilot seat, and he's going to be looking for the best defense of his life because of this big push coming in from not only the tank, but the support. That's how you win Game Sham 2. The tank and support got to rush the core.
Oh, man. I mean, we've seen it before. It was a Kerrigan Rhaegar from Tempo, if you remember correctly. But I just don't think it's going to work out. Bandit now is going to have to try and defend and hopefully be able to save Mr. Darvinson and Sorello.
There's still seeds on deck. That small camp, I don't know how that small camp lived this whole time, but look at this. Hold the fort is going to say, nay, we will take the seeds here. And Sorello and crew.
Tribes, go for the core, buddy. Go for the core.
You can do it, little guy.
It's a 25-minute there. There's only one person defending.
There's a minute left on it. One person defending, but it's the boss of Gadget Zen, which is totally still not right.
The boss of Ratchet is what everybody in chat has been yelling at us.
Yeah, but yeah, because I know that the WoW junkies are in chat. That's like, why you gotta say it, man? Tribes is going for that death march. 50 seconds left. He is being flanked by his posse. The Plague Monkey Raptor, the Crimson Plague Monkey Raptor. I can't even say it anymore. This should be it. This should be game number 3 right here.
Walker is taken out in the back line, so that's going to be a dead Falstad, but Monkey's taking a huge amount of hits. That's the issue with when you put your support in the Garden Terror. You don't actually have the ability to really just keep anybody or anything alive, and especially against the Kael'thas, that's incredibly important. Here's a huge gravel bomb.
They're still not going
for him. Still not going for core play. Gonna get taken.
No!
Tribe still trying to fend this off. There's still 3 fighting bodies here.
Oh my god. Oh, so close. Raptor, skin of his teeth, and Tribes is retreating. 3 seconds left on the Terror, and boom! It is Dunza.
I'm dead, Jester. I'm dead.
26-minute game, and we're level 23 at highest right now. The experience lead has gone over to hold your fort. This is why they are named so. You could not end a game against them. 2 team members dead up against the 1. We don't have those seeds popping up quite yet, but we're going to have some mercs now actually pushing down mid, pushing down top. We have a good path to the core here up against Crimson, but the other 2 lanes still not only have keeps, but still their forts. Bottom lane is actually still an oasis of health. Even the gates aren't even hurt on this one.
I can't stop laughing. Okay, but seriously, at this point, they're picking up mercenary camps, which is probably the best thing that they can do right now. They have to start getting a lot of pressure onto that core, because at this point, the next couple of fights, they might not go their way. Already they can see that there's just, these fights have just not worked out, mainly because Tribes has always been sitting in these terrors. I think they need to realize that Tribes just cannot sit in that terror. But at the same time, they need to have somebody who has an easy escape. They don't really have that.
Oh, the crispy taco!
A very nice setup here for the fight. It looks like there is going to be Sorello trying to make something happen. The Maw, though, catching Mr. Darbinson. Pretty big. Ooh, Flame Strike. That's a lot of damage.
What's the laser range indicator? Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. It's just a massive bloody... Look at this thing.
Yeah.
This is a level 20 laser, ladies and gentlemen. This goes from fort to the middle of the lane. But nobody died.
Nobody
Bottom
died.
rocks, nobody died. We still have that black hole ready to go.
That we do. That
Yep.
we do. So
And
we're still
seeds.
waiting for...
Seeds. Seeds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Are we going for that rush? Crimson and crew, they're in the mid. Looks like Crimson's going to escort this catapult to the prom, but... No, you get bandits there, just like at the prom.
Memories.
173,000 siege damage is the leading number for Crimson on Brightwing. She's been in that terror every single time. That even comes close to that.
Lots of Brightwing siege damage. That is a lot of Brightwing siege damage.
Lord Veos with that triple attacking turret has actually surpassed that, would you believe?
Oh, the backup blister!
It hit Monkey! It hit the monkey paw! Crimson!
Oh my god, is he gonna be able
Raptor.
to get out of there?
The arcane was clearly the big one there. Oh, Sorello! The laser doesn't actually hit, and we are just scattering Crimson to the wind.
They're surviving. They only need 6 more seeds. They get another terror to, you know, walk around with.
Is this the round of 12,228? I love you, chat. Level 24 at a 29-minute Garden Terror. 97 seeds, 100 seeds to the men on Crimson. And Brightwings and Zagaras, whatever genders they actually represent. 52 only here to hold the fort. This could actually be very bad for them all of a sudden.
This could, very easily. And so they need to... I mean, the thing is that at least hold the fort. I mean, they've got to win, and they got to win this team fight very quickly because Catapult's pushing from all sides here on that core. They start backing up. That looks under attack again. Shield's starting to go down. There's 3 Catapults there.
All right, let's see it. Let's see some terror on terror action. We have yet to have a slap fight in 30 minutes. I have faith. I have faith. Who's in that terror? It's Tribe 77.
That seems like a bright idea. I think they're just winging it.
You are the best.
I know.
All right,
support me
big
and my
push.
jokes.
Big push bottom. Big push bottom. We're not going to finish the seeds. This could be our game number 3 going forward, Sham 2.
I would actually be really excited to see game number 3. This has been probably the most fun I've had casting in quite a bit.
8 Banelings, not getting a lot of value out there, but Raptor's low hit points. Crimson has already eaten the Hinterland's Blast. The Maw is so incredibly huge. 3 of them go down. It's going to be the big stun coming out from the half of the taco, but the other half ain't there. And 2 slaps, and it's done. Tribe 77, the leader of siege damage on Brightwing. This game will force a game number 3 here for the Road to BlizzCon 2015 July round of 128 games. I so many words there.
Words that are very important. Well, it was a very interesting game. I have to give it that.
Yes, absolutely entertaining. 100% would watch again.
And game number 3 is coming up very shortly. So chat, I need to know. Is it Hold the Fort? Is it Crimson? I keep thinking Crimson Tide, but was it Alabama? Arkansas?
What?
Louisiana?
There's a place called Crimson Tide in the
Crimson
this world?
No, it's the name for a football team. But
Sports ball is beyond me. I don't know.
I don't even watch football.
All I know is World of Warcraft lore.
Crimson Mist. Crimson Mist. The only reason I know Crimson Tide is because the Steely Dan song, Deacon Blues. Anyway, but Crimson Mist or Hold the Fort, who's gonna win? I need to know in chat. I need to know. We're going on to game number 3 here.
That was the best game NA. That
Maybe.
was the best game NA.
Maybe.
All right. Sham 2, gird your loins. We're going into game 3. See you guys in a few.